if I told you you had a nice body, would you hold it against me? That's Benny Hill.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Your legs are like peanut butter, smooth, creamy, and easy to spread. No. Come on, girls. What's the best pickup lines you ever got? I know one, which is a good one. I'd like to see that dress on the floor over there tonight.
Dead silence.
No, I like that.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
What's the chance of me getting that?
Say it in voice. Somebody read that out loud.
Milo, that was good.
If I flip this coin, what's the chances of me getting head? I like that.
You're redlining a lot, Doc. I don't know why, but you are.
All right, I get it.
Yeah.
Must be really.
Adjust it. I'll adjust it.
He's
Do you like fries with that shake?
Sitting on his lap.
That's right. Too much modulation there.
Too much modulation.
Premature modulation.
That was good. That was good.
That Mariner is in the house.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hello.
I'll alert
All
you
right.
later.
All
You
right.
want to perform?
All right, how's that?
Much better.
How's the new job?
So, oh, yes, that's right. Crap has a new job. All new kinds of people to make annoyed, right? Crap. Laylu is here. Hello, Laylu.
Laylu, I haven't seen you in ages.
Laylu. Hello. Yeah, we're on tonight now. We don't have much to do, but that's. Hey, Pearly, how are you? Everybody good here tonight? So, anyhow, the news is something, right? Don't you like it? I saw a report. This is true, okay? This was actually done. J.P. Morgan's highest asset management division put out a report on the Republicans and the Democrats, and they did the math. Now, you can understand who they'd probably want to vote for or whatever, but they did the entire math, that if neither party was elected, okay, the national debt as a percentage of what the public owns, because, the government owns a large chunk of debt that has nothing to do. They own about 30% that the public doesn't own. But the 30%, the 70% public own would be about 56% of GDP. That's where it would drop down to. However, if the Democrats are elected and they sweep the House, the Senate, and the presidency, that debt will rise over the next 6 or 7 years to about 80% of GDP. And interestingly, if the Republicans are elected and sweep the House, the presidency, and the Senate, the national debt will rise to 83.6% of GDP.
Wonderful.
So let this tell you.
So we're screwed if we do, and we're screwed.
There you go.
If
Right.
we don't.
So.
The new boss.
Our choice for president is none of the above.
Yeah. Right.
Which
exactly.
handle stinks less?
None.
I think we should just all go into the voting booths this time and push them, and when they fall over, go, I don't know what happened.
I'm going in there I'm just going to write my name down this time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You want to inherit this mess?
Oh, God, no.
Do you realize that those in the 20s who are going to inherit this mess, none of them have a job, so they're not going to be able to pay for it? Yeah.
They can't pay for it now.
You're going to see how much they're for euthanasia. Going to be the new thing. Mom, Dad, you're out of here.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, you're fine? You're walking? Your eyesight's good? Fuck you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my sister's here. Where is she?
Oh, your sister's here. Good. Do you see the whistleblower got a $104 million award? It's like winning the Mega Millions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bradley over here.
Bradley Birkenfeld. $104 million. And he was one of the bankers that did the whole
He said
thing.
he was in prison for 2 years. Was that justified?
Well, I'll go to prison for 2 years for $104 million. Well, not now. I'm too old for that. I don't have 2 years left to worth anything.
Well, it's like saying I go into the fighting ring with Mike Tyson for 2 minutes for $2 million. You can't enjoy that money if you're going to be paralyzed for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
It'll be more than $2 million a year.
Yeah.
There she is. Callie, can you hear?
I have a new book for everybody to read, the book club, okay? We've been reading different books. I'm going to recommend a book just like Oprah. Maybe we can get the show big. A lot of you read 50 Shades of Grey. Before that, you read some of the other thing. Oh, that's nice. Somebody's clicking away with it. Is that Orchid? Oh, that's very nice. Look at that Orchid. That's lovely. No, it wasn't Orchid.
That's not me.
I know it's not you. I just blame you because you're sitting there. I can't blame who it is. So, I just want to see you awake. You know, I do that just to see if people leave. This is...
I've got my walk-around headset on, so you'll never know.
Oh, the walk-around headset.
Oh, Callie, come on this way. Turn around.
So, the hell was I talking about? Can't remember.
We're sure it was very important.
A book.
It was
The
very
book.
relevant, whatever
A book,
it was.
right.
You're gonna
Oh my
recommend
God, it
it.
was a book.
You're gonna do the
Okay.
old thing.
All right, Jesus. Books. Who can remember those things, right? You know, I'm really worried now that all my books are on, like, Kindle. Because everything I've ever had before, music or whatever, like if I have them on LPs, that was gone. When on cassettes, that's gone. They want to CDs, but at least I kept all that shit, even if I didn't have a player anymore.
Yeah.
What happens when iTunes goes? You know, your stuff's just gone. You know, it's like I bought all this stuff and it's gone.
Yep. You're screwed,
Yeah.
basically.
But here's the book. It's by Hope Solo. How many of you know who Hope Solo is?
Don't know the name.
Don't know the name? Hope Solo. Okay.
It's
Hope
related to
Solo.
Goalkeeper.
Solo, right?
She's a goalkeeper for the U.S. women's team.
Right. It's called A Memoir of Hope, and it's really well written. It's very interesting, and I'm going to suggest you all get a copy and read it.
What?
Of Hope.
Hope.
It's almost like I think maybe Obama wrote it with her. A memoir. That would be a good title for his current book, A Memoir of Hope.
Easy now.
Yeah, but that's her new book, and it's really good, and it's quite interesting. And that's the book thing. So at 6 o'clock, we're having half a group that's going to be here tonight.
Answer that phone.
So you want to be here because
Somebody's phone is ringing.
what the hell is going on here? So you want to stay here because the person at 6 will be able to play every other measure. Hello. Whoever it is isn't here or there. What does that mean?
They're in third life. Oh my God.
Where are they?
AKA Cloud Party.
Yeah. All right. So I think. Oh, you know what? Let's do this time. You know, CatBoy, you think you get up and be first and everybody won't leave?
Nice.
Oh.
I always tease CatBoy. Come on. That CatBoy's good.
Funny.
All right.
Come on up here, CatBoy.
We loves the
Now,
CatBoy.
We loves the CatBoy. You got it
Go to
right.
the bathroom now.
You know, just for that, I got a full routine tonight because you know the past month or so I've been pretty light, but tonight
Yeah.
I got like the whole thing. Remember the old days when you had to remind me to get the hell off the stage because I was running long? That's how much material I got prepared tonight.
Well, go have some fun, okay?
All right. Now, I was saying earlier, is everyone grateful the national conventions are over? I mean, I think it's sort of a strategical non-coincidence. The national conventions are held before regular television season starts. Because as much as people might like either candidate, that's Big Bang Theory Thursday for me. You can't compete with that. The RNC was outdone by ratings in Honey Boo Boo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honey Boo Boo. I didn't even know what Honey. Anyone watch Toddlers
wanna
and
know.
Tiaras? One of the
Oh,
girls.
God.
What do you mean,
spun off
Honey
and got
Boo
her
Boo?
own show.
LCD,
Honey Boo Boo
lowest
is
common
annoying little
denominator.
4-year-old.
Here
Oh my
comes
goodness,
Honey
can't-
Boo Boo.
Look it up. You won't believe it.
Honey Boo Boo? Oh, God. All right.
Here
Yeah.
comes
Really?
It's like
Honey
a
Boo Boo.
Oh,
part
you
of a
really
little
don't
4-year-old
wanna look.
girl.
They have a
She
pet pig.
wins. Yeah, she wins contests in Toddlers and Tiaras. Do you remember back in the old days when we were fascinated by cute little girls because they actually had talent, manners, and poise? Not anymore.
Now
The
this
only
is trailer
episode of
trash.
Honey Boo Boo, I want to see is the one where Mickey Rooney has a cameo appearance on the show, and he goes up to Honey Boo Boo in his mean old man phase, like remember what he did in the movie Night at Museum. I want him to do that and say, "I know Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple's a good friend of mine. You, Honey Boo Boo, are no Shirley Temple." Just rip on her. And but she may be no Shirley Temple, but if she becomes a raging, pill-popping drunk and a total fag hag, she stands a chance of being a poor man's Liza Minnelli. Also, I want to show you a picture. I'm going to have to punish all of you. I got a picture of Kristen Stewart. Did anyone know the story of Kristen Stewart was caught cheating on Robert Pattinson? And she sort of went into hiding for a while. All right, Kristen Stewart. Well, she made a public appearance not too long ago. Here's a picture of that public appearance. It was taken by paparazzi. Paparazzi said, can y'all see that?
Yeah, it's gray. It's wonderful. Pure
All
gray.
right, ever see that? Yeah, everyone said that she looked happy. The paparazzi said she looked happy. And what I want to know is, how the hell can you tell? Seriously, how do you know that woman's happy? Because I've seen bathroom symbols that can emote better than that woman can. There we go. Here, why don't you have this girl edition for
Waiting for the
Twilight
res.
series? You know, that bathroom symbol's got more emotion coming out of it than Kristen Stewart ever had on her on her biggest crying scene. All right, next up, do you ever notice who here tunes in and watches comedy on YouTube? Like, there's a lot of comedy troupes there, really good ones. Some of the other stuff's on there. I subscribe to Eddie Pepitone. He works with Conan O'Brien. 5-second films, really funny. Bunch of other people. Anyone here subscribe to any of that?
No.
Anyone at all? No one. Well, check it out. Seriously.
Pemberton.
But the one thing I noticed that the ones that are the most consistently funny, like there's people like Anision and whatnot, the ones that you're going to laugh at all the time, you're going to love these people, but at the same time, you're going to be incredibly grateful they are not your neighbors. So it's sort of like loving a heavy metal band. Seriously. Anyway, speaking of websites, does anyone here remember Ogrish? Ogrish. Anyone remember what that is?
No. What is that, like a holiday?
Well, Ogrish. Well, no, Ogrish was a website. No, it's a Jewish troll holiday.
That's the
where,
third day after
troll.
Gushnosh.
Jewish bridge troll holiday. Anyway, Ogrish showed scenes of war and blah blah and you know, car accidents and stuff like that. And they became LiveLeak. And LiveLeak really watered everything down. They're just basically a slightly more hardcore version of YouTube. And what's really stupid is they have this thing where it's called Safe Search, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. The only reason why I'm on this website is to watch death, mayhem, and all kinds of train crashes. But the last thing I want is to be traumatized, so you got to activate that Safe Search mode. Imagine if they had that in a porn site. You just turn it on, and it's just a blank screen. You can't see anything.
It's a paradox.
Yeah. Also, speaking of all those comedy sites, did anyone see, I saw this first on the Young Turks on YouTube, and it was also on LiveLeak, by the way, a Russian guy faked his own death. He faked his own death to convince his girlfriend that he had died, just to see if she really loved him, wanted to see her reaction, and then he pops up alive, and the first thing he does is he proposes to her. Did anybody see that? That is the most messed up, screwed up thing. It's okay. Just go to YouTube, type in Russian fakes his own death. It's there. And when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, doesn't this sound like the typical plot for a dumbass romance comedy flick? You know, ever seen it? Oh, I'm serious. Like, here, listen to this. He's an insufferable childish prankster who never grew up. She's a straight-laced, empirical living girlfriend who's fed up with his nonsense and needs commitment. But before he pops the question, he fakes his own death just to see if she really loves him. Watch as sparks fly between these two in a cruel hoax that goes too far or doesn't. Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Aniston star in You're Better Off Dead, which describes the audience if you pay to see this movie. Speaking of pissed off girlfriends, let's see, did you hear the other week, the story has unfortunately changed, which sort of ruins my joke, but about a week ago, a gentleman on his 29th birthday was hauled off an airplane by U.S. Air Marshals, and he was arrested because somebody had phoned in and said that he was carrying explosives. It turned out to be a prank. because it was obvious he was 29th birthday. And a lot of people thought, oh no, it's like one of his drunken college buddies or one of his frat buddies had done this to him. And the very first thing that came to my mind was, check to see if this guy's got a pissed off girlfriend. That's the first thing I thought. Does anyone remember the stand-up comedian Sam Kinison?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Sam Kinison. He's the guy that went, oh, 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 oh. Does anyone remember the incident? He was arrested at the airport for trying to bring a gun in his luggage onto the airplane. This happened back in 1992. Well, it turned out that happened for a reason. Same thing that happened to this other guy, just got busted. Pissed off girlfriend did it to him. She planted it in there. So, unfortunately, before the whole thing went to trial, Sam Kinison passed away, tragically. But he did leave us with some very important advice in life, and that is, if you're having relationship problems, don't let your psychotic ex-girlfriend pack your luggage.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, bad. And that's it for me. That's all I got for tonight.
That's it?
Hope
That's
I
the whole
made
thing?
it.
I thought you said you had 3 hours worth.
Oh, well.
Wow.
That was a threat.
Okay.
Wow, you
Well, I had more
lied.
than I had last week.
That was great. Well, that was great. Wow, thank you so much. Whew, that's good. Hey, everyone. Everyone having fun?
Oh,
So
yeah.
we had the Democrats and the Republicans. You know how many Democrats it takes to screw in a light bulb?
All of them.
Just one, but it really gets screwed.
Just another Clinton joke.
When is it okay for Republicans to engage in group sex and drug use? After they decide to run for governor of California. What happens when you cross a pig with a Democrat? Nothing. There are some things a pig won't do.
Nothing.
I'm not saying these are good, you know. Yeah. Why weren't the Republicans behind the verdict in the Saddam Hussein trial a couple of days before the 2006 midterm elections?
Bye.
Because they were busy fixing the price of oil.
Yeah.
That's not a very good one, is it? Okay.
It would have been better about 4 years ago.
What do you get when you cross a bad politician with a lawyer? Chelsea. Oh, we loved Bill. Wasn't Bill incredible? How many people saw how good Bill was? He was unbelievable.
He was
I'll tell you, it's the first time I really wondered what is. And that was it.
What is? That's right. Now we know what is.
Is, right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Galaxy. How are you? Oh, and Callie Dell is here, too. Callie Dell, how are you?
Hello
Yeah.
there. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi.
crashed.
The sisters.
Good
We
to
got the
see you.
sisters together. Wow, it's a sisters act tonight, boys.
No,
You have the sisters. You might just have Margaret here too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why somebody send me. I'm getting IMs. Well, I don't IM during showtime. So what can I tell you? No IMs. So so that was really great. Queen, I guess the British are pretty happy. What's his name? Won the tennis match. Anybody remember his name? No.
Was it the Scottish guy?
The Scottish
Guy
guy.
with the tennis thing in
I
his
would
hand.
explain it.
That haggis eater. Andy Murray, yes, Galaxy, exactly. That's it. Now he's good. He beat Djokovic, and then the other time he beat Federer, and Nadal was smart enough not to show up to be beaten at anything.
I just don't understand when they have the Miss Galaxy contest, why they don't include the other planets in the galaxy.
Well, who wants to be Miss Jupiter?
It's kind of like fixed.
I don't know. I thought Miss Pluto was pretty cute.
Well, Pluto got downgraded. It's not a planet anymore, so it doesn't qualify.
And nobody wants to be
poor
Uranus.
Pluto. Uh-huh.
That'd be like a little person's galaxy contest.
Yeah, be a little dwarf. It's like, sorry, you don't qualify anymore. You're too short.
We'll give you your own reality TV show.
Not tall enough.
Yeah.
I'm Mercury. I'm Miss Mercury.
I'm hot.
Oh yeah, Mercury'd be cool. I hadn't thought of that one.
We're getting some feedback from somebody interesting in here. Who's having fun with the microphone? Yeah, I mean, it's really good stuff. Yep.
Or we can thank Vivox for all that.
Do you remember when people used to rush out to become Miss Second Life? Yeah, there were big pageants and everything. Yeah. Callie used to keep a calendar. She used to sell calendars of the girls in Second Life and First Life at Palm Beach. In a little card shop.
God. Really?
That's what we should do. We should take all the various avatars, take pictures of us like Gracie Kendall did, and make them onto cards. And then when we go to museums, we should just stack them in there as if they sell them. Wouldn't that be cool? I didn't see this exhibit.
Can I be a part of this just to see people's reaction?
Yeah, exactly. How do you know you're a Democrat? You think poverty can be abolished?
Yeah.
You'd rather own Birkenstocks than Merc stock. You look at your pay stub and you still can say America's undertaxed.
Right.
And somewhere in your house you have a little thing that says Dukakis for president.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that puts you right into the tank, is it?
Don't knock the cock.
Oh, gee.
That is not a political name.
Anyhow, everybody having fun? I haven't been around lately. I've been just so busy in First Life, you know, counting my money. I want to know what it was before they take it.
Takes a long time to count pennies.
Let's visit with it.
You know, did you see that guy paid his taxes? Somebody paid his real estate taxes with pennies, and they had to take it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wasn't
sure.
that in Seattle? I saw that.
I wonder if I just stole enough copper pipe and brought it in and said you can make these into pennies.
It would actually be worth more.
Yeah.
They just
Oh, God.
I'm glad I didn't tell you I paid my tier 1 month with Linden's.
Did you?
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Thank you,
still-
America is no longer honoring Linden's, by the way.
I was told money is money, you know?
Yeah, well, there's no such thing as money. Ben Bernanke told everybody that. All you have, or anytime you see your cash, it's simply a bill of transfer. It's not money. Money has a value. It's only a bill of transfer.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
currency's an idea.
Yeah, right.
A dream.
So next up, let's. Oh, hey, Bubblepop, you ready to come up here? Yeah, come on up here.
Hey, Bubblepop.
On my way.
Good.
I got. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I miss y'all too. I've been so busy. I got this really cool new job. I got as an NFL referee. And I say, y'all look really great today.
We're a little slow on that one, sorry.
That was
Very
good.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took a minute.
And, wait a sec. Oh, silly me. Yeah, whole different look here. Yeah.
I like your outfit. That's great.
Yeah, thanks. It comes with the gig. This guy just came up to me. He goes, "Hello, I like the way you handle yourself. You look like a man with conviction, and you should be an NFL referee." So I was like, oh, "Okay, yeah, sure, okay." And you know, now that I think about it, this was kind of weird talk to hear at a blackjack table. But I didn't even know if, someone like me would be qualified. So I asked him, "Do you think I'd be qualified to be an NFL referee?" And he goes, "Well, what do you do now?" I said, "Nothing." He goes, "Well, that just happens to be, we're looking for people who like to do nothing." Wow. He said, great, you can start this weekend, too. I got to do the first Rams game. I said, awesome. And I took off to the airport, took the first flight to Los Angeles. Silly me in an empty stadium looking at my watch. I didn't realize someone could have told me the Rams moved to St. Louis. No, which is what I thought they had the Cardinals, right? The Cardinals moved to Phoenix. Someone got screwed in that deal, huh? Good. Oh, so I couldn't make it to the game, but they said no problem. We can replace you, not to worry. Vice President Joe Biden was looking for something to do. So. Oh, it reminds me, congratulations to the first ever NFL referee with no arms or no legs. Bob. He didn't call any penalties, so. He just kind of stood there, blowing his whistle. At the game, though, that I was reffing at recently, though, I noticed the guy on the sidelines had a red flag. So I traded him my cruddy yellow one for it. But apparently people will get all bent out of shape. You'd be surprised at what you can do to 60,000 people by throwing a red flag out to the stadium. But holy cow, apparently the red flag is for the coaches who challenge my yellow flag with a red flag. So then that's when I throw out the green flag. I say, let's get this game going. I got a few things to work on, I must admit. Like, it is a forward pass is perfectly legal. There are no fifth down. There isn't one of those. I gotta remember, stop asking the cheerleaders if they can make change for $1 right before the game starts.
Gotta buy that for $1.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, being an NFL referee can be a big hassle. Like when the dry cleaners mixed up my uniform with Siegfried and Roy. Oh, the game must go on. I didn't look bad in a white spandex jumpsuit either.
Those were the Bengals, right?
Oh, good thing they didn't mix it up with Cher. I don't know if I could have handled 20 costume changes in one game. Would have worn me out. You know what really sucks, though? You guys know what really sucks being an NFL referee, and the team that you have $1,000 bet on is losing. And so, you got to start making them calls, and the field judge on the other side has $1,000 on the other team.
Okay.
Then you get into a flag war. But I'm going to try my best out there. Wish me luck, everyone.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh. Are you leaving? That's it? God, you guys are making me work. I used to not have to work. Now I have to work at these freaking shows. Thank you so much. Okay. So you know the Second Life Oscars are coming, right? Yeah, you know some of the categories, don't you?
Throw the red flag.
Throw the red flag. Boy, that's a real big shoe you're wearing there, Bubblepop.
Big shoes to fill.
Oh my God! Look at those.
So the Second Life Oscars are coming. Some of the categories, just so you can keep up on this. Haley, you may be able to handle some of these for us and stuff. And best male disguised as a female. That's a category.
Oh, that's me.
Best recorded singer pretending to be live. Best animated short furry.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of my friends wrote this song to, you guys have to sing it to Sound of Music, okay? But I'm not going to sing it, so I'll just give you, I'm just going to read it. Best friends with trans clothes and 50 Linden Fridays. Awesome UK guys who cuddles me sideways. Sim that is private where nobody blings. These are a few of my favorite things. Okay? And you know how that goes. So here's the second line to him. Waterfalls and fog balls and new terraforming. Chuckles with good friends that feel so heartwarming. No partner worries and no promise rings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the truth bites, when the gossip stings, when I'm feeling hard, I suddenly remember it could be much worse. I could be a real fucktard. Tire swings, not mood swings, and good hearty laughter. Not commenting, I can't sing this, on every damn social disaster. Version 2.0 with no latency pings. These are a few of my favorite things. When your balls break, when animations freeze, when you're feeling newbie, remember there's just one Abby that can make you smile. That's your avatar. Da 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 da. That's it. So you guys can write songs, people. This is what people do in Second Life, yeah. By the way, there are great jobs that were in Second Life. I don't know if you caught some of these. This was great. English tutoring in Second Life. Joined one of my classes, so I got in touch with them. So they had a Slavic accent. So I wondered if they taught somebody from one of these other countries with a Slavic accent, whether all of a sudden what they'd sound like in English. You know, a Japanese person learning English from somebody with a Slavic accent.
That's pretty interesting.
Wouldn't that be something?
That sounds like the outsourcing that we always get.
Yeah. Here's one. This was an ad actually in First Life in Craigslist. You get a kick out of this. Guitar or piano player wanted. I sing extremely well. I'm looking for a guitar or piano player to practice with and put a virtual show on a website called Second Life.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you sing well, there must be somebody that you've been singing with. You've been singing in your bathroom by yourself. Are you a good listener? She plays this game called Second Life and is totally addicted to it. There's no communication between us. I can't even sit in the same room. So if you're a good listener, you can have my wife. That was Here's one. In need of a responsible man. These are Craigslist. This is it, right? You must not play Second Life due to my heart being broken so many times I just can't handle it. I'm 5'2", 135 pounds. Gotta love these people, right? Looking for Second Life role play friend. M4W. I'm looking for a friend to play on Second Life. If you're not signed up now, do so. It's free, it's fun. If interested, let's get started.
Gorians need not apply.
I mean, does anybody reply to that shit?
I'd be curious to find out.
Las Vegas men seeking women, classified Craigslist. SBM, ready to settle down, 24 in Second Life. Looking for a nice, honest girl. Curious, nice guy. I didn't know which one he was looking for.
Either one or both.
Yeah. You can imagine, putting on Match.com when you're putting it, you can put something like, I'm 48, 5'7", 240 pounds, bald, spend all my free time in video games and looking for an understanding woman.
And I look much better in virtual reality.
Right?
Girl for you.
Yeah, right, exactly. I got a girl for you. You gotta love it, though, right? I mean, that's it. Yeah. And this from crap from way back when. I don't know if you guys remember. He wrote this. Why was the blonde's laptop in the shop for 2 weeks? She brought up a map in Second Life and then tried to fold it back up again.
Oh.
There's a day. Hey, sweetie, how are you? You're in the house. I didn't see you. You've been here for a long time, and you've been laughing, too. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah. Yep. Girls, you ever just give a couple guys a couple of blue balls and say that's it for the night?
Here, honey.
He said, I don't know why you wear a bra. You got nothing to put it in. She said, you wear pants, don't you? She said, what do you mean by coming home half drunk? He said, it's not my fault. I ran out of money.
Oh, Jesus.
He said, since I first laid eyes on you, I've wanted to make love to you really badly. She said, well, you've succeeded. He said, 2 inches more and I would be king. She said, 2 inches less and you'd be queen. On the wall in the ladies' room, my husband follows me everywhere. Written just below it, I do not. He said, shall we try swapping positions tonight? She said, that's a great idea. You stand by the ironing board while I sit on the sofa and fart. Priest, I don't think you'll ever find another man like your late husband. She said, who's looking? He said, what have you been doing with all the grocery money I gave you? She said, turn sideways and look in the mirror, you fat bastard. He said, let's go out and have some fun tonight. She said, okay, but if you get home before I do, leave the whole light on. He said, why don't you tell me when you're having an orgasm? She said, I would, but you're never there. And next up is Doc Grun, our famous, wonderful Doc Grun, who will be hosting on October 2nd while I'll be in Yellowstone Park checking out whether bear spray really works or doesn't.
There you go. Bear spray. Okay. Okay. We're coming up on the election, so I got some random thoughts and some observations, and then I have a little bit of political stuff because it really fascinates me, and I've made some interesting observations, which I hope you'll appreciate. Just a couple of thoughts to start off tonight with. I'm trying to lose some weight. Because I'm 5'2", 267 pounds, bald. Okay, but in my opinion, if you can't tell the difference between a spoon and a ladle, then you're too fat. Okay, so you better get up and do some moving around. I was out walking around the other day, and some guy come running over from me from a distance. He come running up. He looked at me and he stopped and he said, gee, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. And I said, oh, I guess I am. Now, Bubblepop is trying his career as a referee, and I like sports too. I like pro football. I like to get to the stadium and see the games live. You know, it's just a big deal. And I like to paint my chest before I leave the house, but I don't have many friends, you know, so instead of painting words, I just use punctuation marks, and I tack myself onto a group that's already in progress, right? But sometimes it works out kind of weird. The other night we were on TV, and it said, Jets, ? Boy. That got on YouTube. Okay, now, anybody here like lollipops? I like a lot of candy. I don't like lollipops, okay? Lollipop, to me, is hard candy plus garbage. Think about it, right? I don't need a handle. Just give me the candy, okay? But my favorite fruit is grapes. Because with a grape, you always get another chance. Because, you know, if you have a crappy apple or a peach, you're stuck with that crappy piece of fruit. But if you got a crappy grape, you know, if you got a crappy grape, no problem. Just move on to the next one. Grapes, the fruit of hope. That's how I look at it, right? Now, I got a whole new computer set up down here, and it's got a camera with it. And I was thinking, you know, digital cameras are a great invention because it allows us to reminisce instantly. 5 minutes ago, I remember that. Now,
slideshows for one.
Exactly. In my opinion, the worst time to have a heart attack is during a game of charades. Who's going to do
Jaws.
That's a tough one. Nope.
Jaws.
Now, anytime I go into a skyscraper, I choose the elevator over the escalator every single time because one time I was riding the escalator and I tripped. I fell down the stairs for an hour and a half. Boy, would I feel Now, I want to make a jigsaw puzzle that's got 40,000 pieces in it. When you finish it up, it says, "Go outside, asshole." Okay? Talking about fruit also, I feel stupid when I have to write the word banana on a grocery list. Like, how many nas are on this thing? You know, like, banana, keep going. Banana. Yeah. Now, talking about losing weight. Talking about losing weight. When you have a fat friend, there are no seesaws, only catapults. So you got to watch out. Now, I started using "I can't believe it's not butter" on my toast in the morning, you know, because sometimes when I eat breakfast, I just like to be incredulous. How was breakfast? Unbelievable! And sometimes I mix butter with "I can't believe it's not butter," so then I can believe it's butter some of the time, okay? But the other day, I ordered toast at a restaurant, and the waitress asked me if I wanted butter. I don't know what the fuck to believe now. Then I went into a clothing store because I was feeling bad. I want to get something new to feel good. The lady asked me what size I was. I said, "Actual, but I'm not really to scale." I keep a lighter in my back pocket all the time. Now, I'm not a smoker. I just really like certain songs.
I don't want you to walk to Lotto tonight. We'll go
Okay,
tomorrow.
don't walk to Lotto.
White wrist.
Play 352, okay? I saw a guy at a party wearing a leather jacket, and I thought, you know, that's cool. But then I saw another guy wearing a leather vest, and I thought, well, that's not cool. Then I figured it out. Cool is about leather sleeves. Think about that. I think when you get dressed in the morning, sometimes you really make a decision about your behavior for the day. Think about that. Like if you put on flip-flops, you're saying, "I hope I don't get chased today." Be nice to people in sneakers, you know? Employee of the Month is a good example of how somebody can be both a winner and a loser at the same time. There are so many sentences that you follow up with sort of that are just not right. You know, like, "You're going to live. I love you, and it's a boy." If I wake up and I'm naked, I have to check my surroundings. I look to my left and I say, "Oh, she's cute." I look to my right and I say, what's he doing here? But if I wake up in the morning and I have to check my clothing, if I'm in my pajamas, I think, okay, this is good. I planned this. Okay. Now, I wonder what we were talking about the most embarrassing thing. What was the most intelligent thing ever said that started with the word dude? Okay? Dude, these are isotopes. Dude, we removed your kidney. Dude, you're going to be fine. Dude, I'm so stoked to win this Nobel Prize. Just not combinations that you're going to hear. Now, think about this. Another term for balloon is bad breath holder. Okay? And one of my favorite... Exactly. One of my favorite clothing patterns is camouflage. I love camouflage. Because when you're in the woods, it makes you blend in. But when you're not, it does just the opposite. It's like saying, "Hey, there's an asshole." Now, we're talking about the elections coming up, and everybody's got politics. And I was making a lot of comparisons, and I was looking. I want you to think about this. Our government and Second Life have a lot in common. Okay, I want you to think about this. What do the government, our federal government, and Second Life have in common? Here's a couple of ideas. Both are broke. Neither will admit it. Both struggle with high unemployment. Both tell you things are getting better. Their leaders tell you how they're going to fix the mistakes of their predecessors, but never do. And in a couple years, they're out with a retirement package. Okay? Both refuse to admit either can do it as good as them. Both tell you your problems are your fault, not theirs. However, both tell you the next version are going to fix all those problems, right? Both charge too much for what they do. Neither will admit it, and both were founded on a great idea, but have since failed to keep up with the competition. So that's what the government and Second Life have in common. Now, take that one step further. What would happen if Linden Lab ran the government? Okay.
Oh, God.
What would happen if Linden Lab ran the government? Well, first off, you'd pay your taxes monthly. If you're late, you come home one night to find your house gone. Just gone. Okay? All services would stop working several times a day, forcing us all to start over, whatever we were doing. Okay? You'd occasionally see people walking around with their heads up their asses and think nothing of it. Okay. Which is what the government does right now anyhow. Now, this is important. This is important for Haley. Women would be required to change outfits and color their hair several times a day. Men, however, can wear the same outfit for weeks. Okay? Now, in an equal employment opportunity, people with weird, unpronounceable names will now no longer simply work in government social service offices and Planned Parenthood centers. Okay? They can enter the mainstream. And anytime you left someone's site more than 3 minutes, they're required to say, "Welcome back" when you return, just to be courteous, right? Got two more here. Nudity and bondage in public are illegal and, in fact, encouraged. Okay? And once you finally have your life straightened out, they'll revise it and fuck you up all over again. Okay. Have a good night and laugh on.
No, bravo. Well done. What a night. What a night.
Bravo.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was going through the terms of service on Linden Labs again recently. I was looking at some of the stuff that's in there. Some of it's great. Here's one. It says, it's under content licenses and intellectual property rights. It says, since we don't recognize your intelligence, there's no reason to discuss this. However, we are pursuing diligently all content thieves. Photographs taken in Second Life may be used in First Life, including First Life family albums, First Life driver licenses, passports. You may not wear clothing from Second Life to First Life events. If we need to tell you why, we need to terminate you. His conduct by users of Second Life. You agree not to touch other people's penis and or vagina. There are hermaphrodites in Second Life without permission. You agree to keep all your XA parts clean, neat, and stored in inventory with names appropriate. You will not impersonate any person, including yourself. You will not profit from a game of chance, even though this is a game of chance.
Chance you're going to get on.
If you have an important First Life job, like you're the President of the United States, you'll spend at least 2 hours a day in First Life making sure things like electricity are still functioning for the masses.
Good advice. I can't do that now.
Under privacy and personal information, we are committed to protecting your privacy and will use your information only when we want to see you naked, or if we can get you to give us Linden so we don't show your boss. Third party If you quit Second Life, we will publish all your Second Life activities in your house magazine. Releases, disclaimers, liability limits, and indemnification. Our lawyers explained there isn't enough room on the internet for us to really describe all the possibilities we want to cover here. So suffice it to say, when we say releases, disclaimers, liability limits, and indemnifications, we mean everything. You are not our employee, and you have no right to compensation.
And we'll sue your ass for everything.
All right. Suspension and termination of your account. You may try to terminate your account, but unfortunately for you, you have no rights. Therefore, do not be surprised if we turn your computer on when you're having sex with your spouse in First Life and film the whole damn thing.
Yeah, good. You are not entitled to any income from the resulting movie produced.
We may suspend or terminate your account to protect the best interests of Second Life and Second Life community, or if we believe you pose an unacceptable risk to the Second Life community. What's an unacceptable risk? People running around here naked. That's an unacceptable risk. Oh, you could give somebody a disease. We will lose access to you will lose access to your account and all licenses, content, and data if we terminate you. Tough luck. Disputes, resolutions, and arbitrations. They simply put, don't bother. Well, at least they were honest, right?
Right.
Oh, this is great. By the way, Liz is coming up here in 10 minutes, right, Liz? I'm going to give you the stage to set up in about less than 5, all right? So you get everything set up and what have you. Yep. Yeah, by the way, it's tomorrow Germany will approve owning the rest of the fucking place. The only problem is Holland, the Dutch will have elected somebody new and they won't approve it. So it's back to the drawing board. Yeah. That's great. I love what's going on around there. Yep, and the Russians are great. Did you see that today? Yeah. Putin said that any Russian corporation doing business anywhere in the world may lie, but they may not tell the truth. I'm serious. Go read what he said. They may pass the law. They may not tell the truth to anyone. Oh, yeah. We love you, Elizabeth. Yeah. Yep, it's unbelievable. And by the way, I still get messages from time to time. An object known as an object has returned an object that isn't yours. I mean, don't you get those things in Second Life? That's great. Yeah, this is in there. 4.2 in the TOS says, Second Life exists for as long as we can turn a profit. If we can't, we'll sell the whole damn thing to Time Warner, who will probably pay us almost as much as they spent buying AOL.
Yeah. With just as much recourse.
Yeah, when Time Warner bought AOL for billions and billions, but you know, it's amazing. We used to have people like Carl Sagan talk about there are billions and billions and billions in the universe. It used to be a big fucking number, right? But then the bankers got trillions and trillions and trillions. We raise you. So I'm trying to figure out what's the next group. They go quadrillions, quadrillions, quadrillions. Yeah.
Is it even a
so, yeah, by the way, under the new Obamacare, yeah, Second Life residents are now covered for medical emergencies. So should you find yourself in a problem, you can file for it. Why do people send me messages? Yeah. Eligibility to use Second Life. If you can get on a fucking computer and have an internet connection, you can trick us and get on here. Our age verification process is based on the size of the font you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, account registration and billing. You must have money to establish a resident account. Your daddy's credit card is not your money. Not yet.
Not yet.
If you fail to pay during a billing cycle, your avatar will be forced into sexual servitude until the bill is paid. And you may not log on and see what he or she or it has been doing to earn said money. Hey, go Speed. How are you, sweetie? If you choose to use paid aspects of the service, you agree you will allow yourself to be overcharged, and many scripts won't work on important days of your Second Life. Oh my God, a TV series, Days of Our Second Life. I can see it now.
John.
Linden Labs is not responsible for particle stains, pixel scars, and other prim losses. Also, this agreement states you realize there's a virtual world and you will get food and water on the other side once in a while for sustenance. Should your handler die, we are not responsible for First Life funeral costs, but we'll be happy to have your avatar turned into one of the stars in world for a small fee. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, that's the TOS, if you guys haven't read it, right? Yeah. So this was it. This was out here. Somebody wrote a book on how to live in a virtual world like Second Life. Can you imagine somebody wasting their fucking time to write a book how to live in a virtual world? And then finding somebody to publish it. Please. How to play on your Xbox. Anyhow, here it is. This was how to live. These couple things from the book that is out. You can buy it. It's amass a large amount of wealth through hard work, lottery, or inheritance. In order to live full term in the virtual world, you'll need lots of money to sustain your needs over the years. Despite your delusion within the virtual world, your body still is in the real world and needs help. Step 2. Purchase a home that has enough room for a nurse to live in full time. First lie. This is either for you or your partner, whichever one will need it. You won't know what the hell's going on anymore. Step 3, study the many methods of meditation, paying close attention to your Eastern masters. You will need to place yourself into a permanent state as if comatose, sitting at a desk in front of a computer. Medication may be used, however, there is a risk of being locked in a bad trip virtual world delusion for the rest of your life. Create the world of your dreams now that you have fallen into a deep meditation. Build your virtual world to reflect everything you enjoy or want to see, including the virtual people you wish to populate your world with. Take pleasure in your new world. Rule, and you will see fit, and the stress of your past wash away in the perfect beach of your imagination. And don't forget, many people have gotten rich camping in Second Life. What did you send us here, Dr. Fran? Kickstarter project, virtual handhold versions. What is that? Oh my God, you got to be kidding. Is that a real Kickstarter thing?
It's a real book, yes. There's a real book.
And they're starting this and they're trying to raise the money? And they
No,
raised
it's
2,000.
already published.
Oh, it's published. This is sad, okay? This is very sad. you know, that's the same people that in Second Life say, I'm broke, but I can give somebody $20 to kickstart a fucking book that's not worth reading. That's great. Yeah, I gave my kid a kickstart in First Life. I kicked him right out of the fucking house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you like Romney? How to get going? Ask your dad to give you a loan and start a business.
Yeah, can I have $6 million?
Yeah, right. I go up to my dad. My dad had asked me for money. Yeah. Okay, come on up here, Elizabeth. Get everything all set up. Come on, I'm going to get off the stage. You get everything set up. We'll just keep rapping here until J Wheel says sound is up, everything's rocking and rolling. You guys are incredible. Want you to know you're the last 27 people that exist in Second Life. Everybody else is finally gone. Oh, you got another one, Dr. Fan? That's so. Wow. Let's look around the room and see who's around here. And I didn't even look. Let me take a look at who's out here. We have some great people here. Subliminal, you're here. Hey, how are you doing out there? Yeah, we got regulars. This is the regulars. Pearlie's over here. Orchid is here. Yep. Magic Pathfinder's here. Been here regular. That's another regular. Haley, of course, is a regular. Geo's a regular. Thinker is somebody new. I haven't seen him around. Anybody know who he is?
He lives in the
I
alley
think
behind
he
the
wants
building.
fit for the nursing home. I'm not
No,
sure.
I'm
I'm regular. I take my, I eat my Wheatie, all brand.
Fiber. Eat twigs, leaves.
Regular with the memories going.
I just cut a branch off of a hickory tree, just rub it around down there, pull it out, everything's good. That's the fiber. Roto-rooter.
All natural roto-rooter.
You know, the worst thing is you could start a website and people would buy that.
Oh, yes, do it.
Oh, somebody's got particles coming out. Is that Liz giving us particle flush?
I believe
coming
it
out.
is.
Yeah.
She's
That's
not
right.
live yet, but she's got particles.
She's not live yet. Yeah. One of these days I have to do a couple of these sets. I have something that's really great that I've been holding back on, saving it for a night when I have nothing else, which is usually every night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. God. Are there still linden trees where you can get lindens? Because don't you remember when people used to IM you? Could you lend me a couple of lindens? Oh, Jesus
You got the bots doing that now.
Yeah. I used to
Does
tell them
anyone
no.
remember Welfare Island?
No. Welfare Island?
Welfare Island. It was an island. It's where most people got their first lindens.
Oh, really?
Or if your lindens weren't loading, it was the first place you went. As soon as you got one linden, then everything would load up properly. Yeah, if you didn't have any friends.
So you were playing a different game than the rest of us, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I went to Nigeria. I said, now I have the 100 million.
I'll carry it from here. Yeah.
All right. Thank you all very much. Bravo. All right. Switch out.
Oh, I gotta turn my stream on.
I check my stream. I use Palmetto every day. I've got a good stream.
I'm not hearing her yet, but she's there, folks.
I'm hearing something on the stream. Little J Wheels. I'm definitely hearing guitar.
Yeah, that's Liz, folks.